June 28, 1984. 1:30 a.m. A quiet night in Los Angeles turns into a nightmare. Inside her apartment, 79-year-old Jenny Vincow is found brutally murdered, her throat slashed, her body stabbed repeatedly. The police don't know it yet, but this is the beginning of one of the most terrifying killing sprees in American history. The man responsible would soon be called the Night Stalker. His name? Richard Ramirez. Ramirez wasn't the typical criminal. He was unpredictable, and that's what made him so terrifying. Unlike other serial killers who followed a pattern, Ramirez chose victims at random. Young, old, male, female, wealthy, poor, it didn't matter. If you were unlucky enough to be home when he slipped through a window, you were his next victim. During the mid-1980s, Los Angeles was paralyzed with fear. Residents locked their doors, bought new security systems, even slept with weapons beside their beds. Parents kept their children inside. Entire communities lived under the shadow of one man, a stranger who moved like a phantom in the night. How did he kill? Ramirez broke into homes, often in the middle of the night. Sometimes he carried a knife, sometimes a gun, sometimes just his bare hands. He raped, tortured, and murdered without mercy. He forced victims to swear their love for Satan, leaving behind pentagrams scrawled on walls. One night, he would kill a married couple in their sleep. Another night, he would assault a child and leave them alive, only to strike again somewhere else hours later. His unpredictability meant anyone could be next, and that was the real terror. By 1985, Los Angeles was in chaos. Newspapers screamed the name, the Night Stalker. Television anchors warned viewers to double-check their locks. The police worked around the clock, but Ramirez seemed untouchable, almost supernatural. But like all monsters, he made mistakes. In August 1985, Ramirez attacked a couple in their car. The woman survived and gave police a detailed description. Soon, fingerprints from a stolen car linked Ramirez to the crimes. His face was plastered across every newspaper in California. Just days later, he walked into a convenience store, unaware that customers had already seen his photo on the front page. Recognized instantly, he fled, but the people of Los Angeles had had enough. Residents chased him through the streets, beating him until police arrived. The nightmare was over. In court, Richard Ramirez showed no remorse. He smiled, flashed a pentagram carved into his palm, and declared, "Hail Satan." He was convicted of 13 murders, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 burglaries. The judge called him the embodiment of evil. Sentenced to death, Ramirez spent the rest of his life on death row, until he died of cancer in 2013. But his legacy of terror remains. Richard Ramirez wasn't just a killer, he was a reminder that sometimes, the greatest horror is randomness itself. He didn't hunt for a type. He hunted whoever crossed his path. And that's why, to this day, the name Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, still sends a shiver down America's spine.